Hello and welcome. I'm Todd, aka MechToad33, and this is the first video in the $2 million Homes from Around the Country series. Why am I making these videos? So I can get enough subscribers so I can get a nose surgery so my glasses will stay up. And today is California, our very first video in this series. It all starts off with this home. This is a $100 million home for sale on Malibu. And Pierce Brosnan currently owns the home, and he's selling it for $100 million. And someone in the comments pointed out that for that much, you could buy a $2 million home in all 50 states. So what we're doing is we're looking for homes in all 50 states. So here are the ones we found. We're going to start off with this one. This is outside of Los Angeles, kind of out in the woods. So this is if you like more of a woodsy approach, an outdoor approach to your house. So this is just under $2 million. So it's really nice on about 3 acres of land. So this is just a start if you wanted to kind of get away from it all. Here you go. It's a little different. The one thing I like the best is the kids' playhouse, which is this little house right here. So yeah, that's just a kids' playhouse. Anyway, moving along. Here we go to... this one is up north, so this one just the location wasn't quite right, but I did love it because it's an old beauty. This is from about 1880, I believe. It's got 9,000 square feet, and it's just an old classic home, and I just really like it. And in particular, I think the thing that really drew it to me was the the Bridgerton bathroom. You could take a bath and feel like you're on Bridgerton. So it just just a nice fun house. It's kind of Northern California, so I don't know. Here we go. The next house was in San Francisco. So surprisingly enough, San Francisco is very expensive to live, and I found this one in San Francisco proper. So it's not very big, but it seemed like it was a good neighborhood and it's very cute. They like their blue. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's very clean, very solid. It's just, that's what $2 million gets you in San Francisco, which I've seen stories. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's your yard, though. So you're compared to that woodsy outdoor 3-acre thing to this is your yard here. Okay, moving on. So this is a little bit south of there. So this one I liked because it was close to the beach. I mean, you're like within walking distance of the beach. And so over here, you can see it's just very short little walk away. It was modern. It was airy. Lots of skylights. And it had a catwalk. Yes, the catwalk. And these skylights were just magnificent. So I think it'd just be wonderful. You can kind of just barely see from your house. You can just barely see the ocean, but just under $2 million there for that one. So moving along to our next one. Now this one I like. This is just a good example of just a solid house. It's a nice mansion. It's not just some McMansion that's generic. They actually made it look personal, and it actually fit under $2 million. So, but this location right here in particular, it's great and it's not so great because it's like an hour and a half from San Francisco. I don't know the commute. That may be really good, but it's also within an hour and a half of San Jose, Sacramento, Fresno. It's kind of not terribly close to anything, but not far away from anything too. It's also 2.5 hours from Yosemite National Park. So here we go. It's just it was well under, you could also buy a nice Mercedes. You buy this house in a Mercedes. It's just really solid. I just really enjoyed it. It always cracks me up when they have these expensive houses, but you get access to this playground. It's like, really? Is that the drawing factor? But anyway, I guess you'd have to like yellow. There's a couple rooms that are a little over yellow. It doesn't bother me, but I could see where people would not be happy with all that yellow. I like the beams. It was a very different. It had an outdoor cooking area, which the entertaining's very important, and plenty of storage. I kind of liked it. Not a big pool, but just kind of right here. If you had a raucous party, I could see people kind of jumping all that. So here we go to second place. So second place goes to this one right here, which was up near the beach. Okay, so is very close. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Button click. So this one, the Malibu house at Pierce Brosnan, $100 million, you're on the beach. But this is just around the corner from the beach. And clearly it's not the same caliber of house, but you still get that beach feel for just under $2 million. It's, not nearly as magnificent as the Pierce Brosnan house, but nice. And you're right by there if you want to go over to the beach. So I really like this for the money. It's hard to find houses exactly on the beach for $2 million. But here is our winner, and here's the location of it. It is outside of San Diego. They said it was about half an hour or so into town. And here is what I found that I like the best, and it is pending. So by the time you click on this, I'm going to put all the links down below so you can look at these two and kind of browse along with me. But I just really like this house. You look at it with that opening picture, it just looks like a mansion. Some of these houses you see in California, you pull up to it and you tell your friends, yeah, I spent $2 million for this, and they would laugh at you. But it just has all this acreage, and I forget how much it had specifically, almost 10 acres of just, you can roam around, has a nice pool. I'm a big sucker for infinity pools, and I just love that view off that pool onto that water. Just looks great. Don't know what the eagle's about, but it's just very interesting. I really nice kitchen. It's just totally solid. And again, just another nice view. This one's pending, so hopefully they keep the pictures up if you want to click on the links too. But so this would be my vote for my $2 million home, and it does. I said I wasn't going to include horse stables in some of these houses, but this just happens to throw in a horse stable, so you get that. There's hiking around here, so you talk about privacy and during the pandemic. This is just fabulous. So this was my favorite house. That was my $2 million home. What I'm going to do on each one is we're going to tabulate how much we end up spending throughout the process of the video, and we'll get back to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you later.